Welcome to Believe Talk. My name is Joe, and welcome to a breakdown edition as we break down each and every one of the Buffalo's picks in the 2019 NFL Draft. We, of course, are going to start off with the number 9 overall pick, our first-round pick, Ed Oliver, defensive tackle out of Houston. Before we do that, however, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button because we're going to keep you updated on all Buffalo sports, whether it be the Bills, the Sabres, the Bulls, Bisons, Buttes, all of them. We're going to keep you updated right here on Believers Talk, so you want to hit that subscribe button. We have plenty of coverage even through the off season. So hit that subscribe button, like this video, leave a comment below. I'll happily respond to all of you guys. So again, we're here to break down the Bills draft picks. We're going to start with the first draft pick for the Buffalo Bills. At number 9 overall, we select Ed Oliver, defensive tackle out of Houston, 6'3", 292 pounds. You know, a lot of people are saying he might be a little too small to play in the NFL, but we'll use that athleticism hopefully to his advantage, be able to create some mismatches and use his speed and agility to get into some tight spots. So, going back to Ed Oliver in high school, Ed Oliver went to Westfield High School in Houston, Texas. And again, that's where he stayed for college as well. We'll get into that. He was a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. ESPN ranked him as a 5-star recruit. Ed Oliver had plenty of chances to go to Alabama. He had scholarships to LSU, Oklahoma, the big schools, right? You think, why wouldn't you go there? Well, Ed Oliver decides to stay at home, goes to the University of Houston. He is the first ever recruit, 5-star recruit, to not go to a Power 5 conference. So that's something he can hold his head up high about. Instead of going to one of the Power 5 conferences, he decides to give a little school like Houston a chance, and he does succeed there. You talk about 2016, his first collegiate game, first game of the 2016 season. You get to see what Ed Oliver could do right out of the bat. He goes up against Oklahoma. Who is the quarterback of Oklahoma in 2016? A lot of you know him as the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns now. That is Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield is the quarterback who's on the offensive line in Oklahoma as of 2016. That would be our second-round draft pick, who we'll get into in another episode. Our second-round draft pick, Cody Ford. But we all know the story with Ed Oliver in Houston. They lined him up a lot of times right up against the nose tackle, or the center. He played nose tackle. He was lined up with the center a lot of the time. But in this game, his first collegiate game, didn't do so bad. 7 total tackles, 2 for loss, and 2 sacks on Baker Mayfield. The second of which, Baker tried to throw a juke move at him. He had none of it. Sacks Baker Mayfield. Pretty impressive day for him. Houston wins that game. And another thing about this game is Oklahoma scores the first touchdown on a long TD run. Ed Oliver not in the game. The biggest runs for Oklahoma and the biggest runs against Houston over the past 3 years were when Ed Oliver was not in the game. So you think about what that does for our run defense, ranked 16th last year, right? It's going to tighten it up just a little bit. Remember, we were actually doing better at run defense before Milano went down. So if Ed Oliver will take 1 or 2 of those linemen, have the linebacker come in, or Ed Oliver will disrupt things in the backfield. Either way, it's a win-win if you're a Bills fan. So in 2016, not only did he play against Baker Mayfield and Oklahoma, he played against Lamar Jackson in Louisville too. How did he do in that game? I'm glad you asked. 6 tackles, 3 for loss, 2 more sacks to throw in there too. Just a monster against some of the best competition. Louisville had the number 1 offense in that season, and he goes in there, creates some mayhem, and Louisville loses that game and pretty much kills their chances to make it to the college playoff. So big both wins, Oklahoma and against Louisville. Louisville at that time, the number 1 overall collegiate offense. He knocks them down and helps Houston get the victory. So that's what you saw in 2016. I know a lot of you are thinking, well, who did he play against playing, in Houston? What was the American Conference offering at that time? You think about Tulane, you think about Memphis, you think about some of these other teams. Not a lot of pro talent there, but when you look at some games like the game against Oklahoma, the game against Louisville, you know he's playing against top recruits, and he did his thing. 2 sacks in both games. Pretty impressive. Now, after the 2016 season, Ed Oliver went on to win the Bill Willis Trophy. That is the award given to the best defensive tackle in all of collegiate football. He is the first and only freshman to ever win this award. Some previous winners include Warren Sapp, Teddy Bruschi, Julius Peppers, Terrell Suggs, Ndamukong Suh, Aaron Donald, Joey Bosa. Just to name a few. A great list to be on. We already know that some scouts are comparing Even though he doesn't like it, he has said so in the past. I don't like it, but we know that they're comparing Ed Oliver to Aaron Donald as far as being too small to play the position or something like that. He doesn't like the comparison. I personally don't like the comparison. Let Ed Oliver be Ed Oliver. Let him eat wherever you want him to go. He's willing to do that. That's what he's saying, and that's what I like to see from a player of the Buffalo Bills. Someone who's willing to go wherever the Bills ask him to and play that position. So, after the 2016 season, he's ready to go pro already, but obviously you cannot do that. Plays the 2017 season and plays the 2018 season. However, in the 2018 season, he does get a little banged up, bruises his right knee, forces him to miss a few games that season. However, he still plays in 8 games, 54 tackles, 14.5 tackles for a loss, 3 sacks, and then 1 forced fumble. For his career at Houston, he had 32 games played, 192 tackles. He was a monster. You couldn't stop him on the inside. 53 of those were tackles for a loss, 13.5 sacks, 11 pass deflections, and a forced fumble. So again, this man was a beast inside. I just don't know what to say. What's already been said about Ed Oliver. The chances are he is going to play a 3 technique. Again, that's what Brandon Beane and Coach McDermott have said, and that will just elevate his game. That's what a lot of scouts are saying he'll be best at. So he's a great fit for the Buffalo Bills. Now, he does have a little bit of a questionable portion during his college career. In 2018, while he was injured, while he was out, he had an incident with a coach on a sideline. Not much was made of it. That's the benefits of going to a college like Houston. But it did happen. So every college team has parkas, right? Parkas that players can put on when they're on the sideline. Well, they're meant for players who are playing in the game. At that time, Ed Oliver wasn't active, was not playing the game, was still on the sideline, put on one of the parkas, and then one of the coaches came over and yelled at him, and they got into a little bit of a yelling match. No big deal. The coach came out and said he holds nothing against Ed Oliver for that. Just a young kid upset about not being able to play. And maybe that's it. Maybe that's some maturing that needs to happen, but I'm sure that Coach McDermott and Brandon Beane talked about that during the interview process, talked to him about that, and I'm sure that they looked into that as much as they could, and I don't think it's going to be much of a problem. I know Coach McDermott, from his track record at least, doesn't seem like he likes guys with character issues, so I'm sure they nipped that in the butt as fast as they could. He's the first team All-American in 2016, 2017, and 2018. The first guy to do that in Houston Cougar history. So again, first team All-American in 2016, 17, 18, the 3 years he played. He's the first Houston Cougar to ever do that, to be there for 3 years or more and be on the first All-American team all the years he played. Has a 36-inch vertical leap, was the 3rd best in the combine for the defensive tackle position. 32 bench presses, which again was 3rd highest for all the participating defensive linemen, and all the linemen, both edge and defensive DLs. And he also was the top as far as broad jump, covering 122 inches in his broad jump. So pretty impressive stuff from Ed Oliver. I look forward to seeing what he can do to help this defense out. Again, you're talking about a defense that was ranked 2nd overall last season. However, we were ranked 16th against the rush. So we need to tighten up that run defense. Kyle Williams out. Again, Ed Oliver said he doesn't want to be compared to Kyle Williams either. Kyle Williams is a league of his own, and he's right. He wants to be Ed Oliver, and that's the most important thing here. Let's not try to make this kid do more than he can do, or let's not put expectations on this kid that he cannot reach, and that's including comparing him to Aaron Donald. That's including comparing him to Kyle Williams. Let's just say this is Ed Oliver, right? This is Ed Oliver. He's going to be a monster if we let him be a monster. Let's get behind him and support him in a way, shape, or form when he's coming up. Again, a lot of pressure on first round draft pick. He's probably going to be a starter, right? He's going to be in there next to Starla Tuile. One of them is going to be taking the double team. As I was watching his films in Houston, you guys watched too, even against Oklahoma, facing a lot of double teams on that offensive line. So if he faces double teams, that means one of our edge rushers, whether it be Shaq Lawson or Jerry Hughes, gets to eat, right? If he doesn't face the double teams and they go to the edge rushers, then he needs to get pressure on the quarterback. He needs to stop the run. These are things that we expect from him to do if he is not the one getting the double teams. So it'll be fun to see. Great first pick for the Buffalo Bills. Again, a lot of experts had him going in the top 5 when he committed to going out in the NFL draft in early 2018. Todd McShay came out with his first mock draft in May of 2018 and said, guess what? Ed Oliver's going to be the number 1 overall pick. So that's how high these scouts were on Ed Oliver. We get him at 9. Great pickup for us. I look forward to seeing what he can do with this defense. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Again, if you haven't already subscribed to Believers Talk, guys, hit that subscribe button as we keep you covered on all Buffalo Bills sports news. We will be breaking down every single player that we drafted. I went over the list of the undrafted free agents that we picked up in my previous video. I'll link it in here as well. I look forward to talking to you all soon in the comment section. We will go live for every single Buffalo Bills game. I'll talk to you then too. I look forward to seeing you all soon. Until I do, go Bills. If you're still with me, I know that most of you are used to that being the end-all be-all for the videos, but I wanted to have one special announcement, if I may. I am beginning to, I am an Amazon, whatever you call them, where, affiliate, that's it, Amazon affiliate now, and I want to let you guys know that in the description below, there will be a link to Amazon.com. I am currently linking it to this hat. This is the 2019 Buffalo Bills Draft Day hat, but you don't need to help me out, guys. If you ever plan on going to Amazon, whether it be for Buffalo Bills merchandise or whether it be to buy a toaster or a refrigerator or whatever it is, go through my link, and whatever you do, buy it through there. It doesn't cost you more. It doesn't do anything. It helps out the channel. However, I will get some of that to help grow the channel. I want to grow this channel because I enjoy doing it. I want to give you guys the best content I can. Continue to do that throughout this channel. So again, thank you for your support throughout all of this. Thank you for using the link. I know that you will. And thank you for tuning in. I look forward to talking to you all soon. Until I do, and this is actually it, go Bills.